Alrighty boys, so we got a few leaks for this week's update 8. The summer event is going to be lit. And then we're slapped with fishing had to be delayed for 1 week. No. That's like some finesse or something, dude. I don't know. So let's get on into the leak that we already know about. If you've been to where the pets are currently within the game, you would see a little fisher right on the dock here, basically trying to catch a fish. But because the update hasn't happened yet, bro's literally wasting his time. But yes, fishing is coming. So what can we expect from this fishing update? Honestly, I'm not sure. This is only speculation. However, I assume that there will be NPCs heading to the dock to fish, and then potentially returning back to your restaurant to basically cook and sell, dude. Oh, those poor fish. I mean, not to mention the thousands and millions of cows that the devs have killed. Yeah, bro, that's genocide right there. Or we could potentially have a little area on our base where we can create like a little pond or something. So our fisher or our workers basically fish. And I mean, that works too, but I kind of like the idea of the fishing NPCs basically going to the dock to fish and then returning back. But is it going to be efficient in our setups? I don't know, chap. Let's move on. Alright, so today, this is the summer event update that's going to be happening. So let's talk about the chairs that are currently around. We could potentially be seeing a brand new limited chair. So this means there'll probably be like a 25% boost or maybe even 35% if they're going with the current 15% increase trend. As I believe the last ones were like 25 per cash boost per thing. So maybe we're potentially going to see some brand new limited chairs for free to play. I definitely think that's something that will happen, unless if it will be in that summer event shop. So if you're aware of something called Taco Tuesday, there is this NPC that pops up where you can complete a challenge to unlock the taco trophy. Maybe we'll see like a summer event trophy within that order stand you can see at the far left hand corner. You can also see in the background there are coconut trees that weren't there before, so they've updated the map a little bit. Maybe there's a lot more behind the camera that we're not seeing, but it definitely looks cool. So I guess the Center Island is where they're going to be displaying event updates. So maybe at Christmas, you know, we'll see like a Christmas update in the center. But right now, the summer event, you can see that there is a reward menu. So basically, you go to that little order stand with the little umbrella thingy, and then you can do quests. And maybe it's a little bit like milestones where you have to complete a certain amount to unlock. What is very, very cool, and that water fountain in the middle. Maybe we're going to be seeing a different kind of fountain. Maybe this is just simply a prop for the middle of the game. Or maybe we can even get it on our base. I don't know, chat, but I quite like the idea of summer chairs being a limited free-to-play item, but it's probably going to be pay to win. Let's be honest right now, chat, right? But we never know. It could be pretty cool. So let's move on. So Lucas was responding to a comment within the Discord, and he said we could maybe add trading hub. So what does this mean? This basically means that people who are wanting to trade or have things to offer will go into a trading hub so they can offer up the items. But don't worry, you'll probably still be able to trade within the world of run a restaurant. But there's like a dedicated hub if you're purely trying to trade your items. And then people can scan the lobbies to find what they need. So maybe that's something that the devs are planning to add. Maybe this update or maybe the next one. Probably the next one. Assuming we get fishing, of course. That's something I'm waiting on. Come on. Just please no manual fishing, dude. Every game does this, and bro, I think I'll throw the game out the window, to be fair. The next leak is the Lifeguard. So I presume that this will be a Lifeguard NPC that can come to your restaurant. So maybe you want a donut, or maybe you want like a protein shake or something. But I presume that this is going to be a customer that comes to your restaurant. With that summer event quest line, maybe we have to serve maybe 100 of these customers to get like a special reward or some sort of progression from this character. So this will definitely be a customer that comes to your restaurant and eats. So that's pretty cool. We always like new customers, assuming they pay a lot and tip, of course. Subscribe and like everyone, please. Now, I just had to include this one because it just makes sense of it being kind of a leak. They've hinted that something might be changing. A 20 minimum payment, right? So you can't set anything lower than 20 diamonds currently. You know, people are selling walls for like 20 diamonds each. Bro, that's not worth it. So what Lucas might be doing is adding a lower cap. So maybe you'll see instead of 20, it'll be 5 diamonds. Because obviously they still need to have like that little tax fee of like 1 diamond at least. So maybe we'll see that drop even further. So we can sell things for like 1 diamond instead of like 20. You know, it makes sense for walls a lot and like some basic items. But then prices are going to drop, dude. They are gonna flop. Metro basically said he wants to be able to sell 200 crops for a total of 200 gems. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it. Crops and a lot of items are literally going to drop down to like near worthless when it comes to trading. However, I see the logic. And Lucas responded, I see. And try and lower the diamond cap. So I presume that this was definite and this will be coming soon. If not this update, it will be in the next. Now finally, we got 2 new animals that are coming to the game. We got the calico cat. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Bro's got like 2 different eye colors. What's pretty sick. Is this going to be free to play? I don't know. I reckon it will be a new pet limited. Unfortunately, I reckon. I mean, don't count me on that. But I reckon it will definitely be like part of a new bundle. You know, part of like a circulation. So at the moment, we have pet crates where we can get a horse. Maybe this is the new kind of pet crate that you can get. Because they're going to have like some sort of pay to win, dude. It's impossible for this game. But that cat is really, really cool. Now, the next one is the Dalmatian. Bro, I'm liking the Dalmatian, dude. I don't know where its eyes are, though. It's like just kind of blocky a little bit. But maybe this is one of the new ones that you can actually get within the pet crate. Or maybe it is free to play. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think this is going to be free to play? Or do you think they're going to be pay to win? But anyways, chat, that's it for this update leaks. I'm going to be uploading a whole video when the update drops, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you all in the next beefy video. Peace!